Hi everybody. In this video I am going to do double-sided luggage tags. I won't really be able to show you too much of the back side of it since that is going to have a name and phone number on there. So these ones don't have a protective coating on there according to the site. So these luggage tags are really thick, surprisingly. They're double-sided and these are from Pro World. It didn't say anything about having a coating on there, so I'm assuming they don't. So right now I am going over with alcohol, and I use cheap coffee filters from the dollar store to get all of the little fingerprints off and not leave any lint on these. So I'm just going to do that really quick. I'm going to tape this down just like I did the phone case earlier. I'm going to tape it onto this. I have my press set at 400 for 60 seconds. I can't talk today. I will tape this down and come back and show you how it goes. Okay, so this is the image that I'm using on the back side of this tag. So you can see I put a piece of rolled tape on there. I'm just going to line this up as best as I can. So I make it a little bit bigger so it kind of pushes towards, pushes the ink and everything out. I don't want to do too short. I don't use the templates most of the time. I mean, for that little spot, it's really not that big of a deal to make sure that I'm lined up. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down. I'm going to tape it really well. I'm using heat tape from Amazon. This is the brown heat tape. Some of them obviously work better than others. These aren't touching the white, so it shouldn't leave any kind of marks on anything. I'm going to tape this down really well so we don't have any ghosting. This is for a trip for Universal, hence the Harry Potter thing to it. I'm going to take a regular piece of copy paper. I'm going to put the copy paper on there. Yes, I am pressing this on a pressing pillow. Seems to work out pretty good on the harder surfaces. I am at medium to high pressure for my swing arm. I'm going to swing this over. I'm at 400 degrees for 60 seconds, and we're going to press this and see how it works. Okay, so we are done. 60 seconds. This is going to be hot. Just like anything else, you run through your press. I pull immediately. So my gloves, my heat gloves, leave little red lint balls all over the place. So I tend to not use them, and I just deal with the burn. So I doubt I have any fingerprints left. But anyway, so here's what these look like. These are double-sided acrylic. So this is what it looks like. It is extremely hot. So before I do the back side, I'm going to let this cool a little bit. And I'm going to keep a blowout sheet underneath it because it's going to take some of this color off because I'm reheating it again to put the address and the phone number on the back side of it. But you can see these colors are absolutely amazing that are on there. It covered really well. Everything picked up great. So I am going to let this cool for a little bit and then we'll do the other side. So while the other one is cooling, I am going to set the second one. So this order has two different Harry Potter tags, or the Harry Potter theme to it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one on the second one, and the exact same way that I did with the first one. So I'm going to press this one on here the exact same way, and we will get that done. Okay, we're going to press this one the same way. I'm putting a piece of copy paper in here, put my platen in, 400 for 60 seconds. This was all done, like I said, with Hippo brand ink from Amazon. This is on Koala brand paper, and it was all printed on my ET 15000. So we're going to go ahead and press this one. When this one's done, we should be able to flip the other side in and get that second side done. Okay, so this one is done. Hot. Holy crap. You want to pull these right away. The luggage tags are from Pro World, and I use the time and temperature that they recommended, the 400 at 60 seconds, and they also recommended to pull while hot. So, as I said before, my little gloves leave lint all over the place, so I don't use them. But as you can see, what? That is the other tag. The colors are absolutely amazing on these. So I'm going to get the second side started and we're going to see it finished. Okay, so we're going to finish up the second side. I did put a piece of rolled tape there. I am going to flip this one down. This is the blue one. Doesn't really matter which one I do because we're just going to finish them. This obviously has somebody's address and phone number on it, so we're not going to blast that all over the internet, but I will show you when it is complete. So I'm taping it down. As I said, 400 for 60 seconds is what we're using. Regular piece of copy paper for blowout. And we are going to get this one started. Okay, so we are going to pull this one and see how the second side goes. You can see obviously some of the blowout. Like I said, this is going to be really hot, and this has somebody's phone number and address on it. So I'm going to do my best to cover everything so poor Danielle doesn't have a whole bunch of random people calling her. So this didn't really look like it covered. I'm going to have to see if it'll come off with alcohol. But you can see on the blowout sheet that it looks like it's a little white at the top. Ouch. That's hot. So I'll see if I can get that off, but it doesn't look like it's going to come off. I'll try with alcohol once this dries. We'll see. There must have been fingerprints on there. I didn't alcohol it before I did the second side. So I must not have done a good enough job, and I probably had fingerprints on it, which is why it's on the second side like that. So we're going to try the red one, and we'll see how that works out. Okay, so I alcoholed this side really good. I have the rolled tape right here on the bottom, so I can keep that in place so I don't have any ghosting when I lift up my swing arm on my press. This is dry, so we shouldn't have any issues with it. So I'm just going to line it up based on eyeballing it pretty much to make sure that I'm center and I don't have any white. I make it just a tad bit bigger, and I'm going to set this down, tape it in place, press the second side for 400 degrees at 60 seconds. Hopefully we won't have any issues with this luggage tag. I'm going to put another piece of blowout paper, standard copy paper, just like normal, and I'm going to swing my arm over and set the press. Okay, this side's done. Hopefully this side comes out better than the first one. I ran the alcohol over it pretty good, so hopefully we don't have any issues. And it looks like we are pretty good. As I said, I'm covering up her address. Since it has her address and phone number on there, I don't want anybody freaking out and calling her. But as you can see, everything is covered pretty well. On this, the font that I used for this is the Harry font. Ow, that's really hot, sorry. Is the Harry font from DaFont. And I think everybody just saw her poor phone number. But anyway, so that's what I used for this, and that's how to sublimate a luggage tag. As you can see, obviously, front and back is what we did on this one. Just make sure that you clean them really, really well because these seem pretty finicky. As I said, I got these from Pro World, but that's how you do a double-sided. It looks like it's acrylic. It's not MDF. Luggage tag from Pro World. Thanks.